Hello guys, welcome back. So much happier news doing arts and crafts with Belial. Let me explain. We were supposed to have really bad storms in this area and they didn't come and they didn't come and it had passed 1 o'clock and I called my friend and everything. All of a sudden around 4 o'clock this absolutely world ending thunderstorm with lightning and hail drops out of the sky. And before I go offline, I find out there may or may not be tornadoes involved. It depends where you live, and tornadoes, they're whimsical, yo. And I turn off my equipment, and then I'm nervous because I can't track the storm, right? Because, no TV. And putting the radio on so it will calm me down and everything. And I don't know how long this went on, but the storm kept getting worse and worse and worse. And I could feel, I'm hearing thunder again now, and I could hear Belial, because he's been coming around. And I looked over at him because I was asking, how much do the gods think we could stand this year? And Thor had been like, it'll be okay and everything, but it didn't feel like he was going to move to act on it. In fact, all the gods seemed nervous and everything. And I look over below because he has been riding me. His pet project for all the time I have on my hands is to have all the seals on the door. And I said, I don't know most of these demons. This is a really bad idea, my lord. You're doing this. You're at least doing most of them. So, he kind of came in and took over that aspect. I'll look at Asmodeus be like, so I asked him, I said, is there a demon of storms? And he goes, yes, I am sure there is a demon of storms. I said, this is a lot to ask, but... And he says, will you do the seal? I said, yes, I will. And so it was like after I said that, within 5-10 minutes, the storm broke up. I just heard distant thunder now, but it's nowhere as bad as it was. And you can hear the fire whistles and everything going off now, so it feels like the all clear signal. We can still have some storms up until later tonight, but I said, what demon would that be? And he's not telling me. And I go and I have a couple false starts, and then the funny thing is I've been looking at this demon and thinking about them, and I really didn't read about them. I just knew their name and a vague one sentence description. So we now have fur seal on the front door, and they just seemed politely surprised about you asked Belial to come get me. That I'm not sure if you're gifted or stupid, but it was kind of like this polite surprise, and I think he had been trying to get in anyhow because I kept tripping over Fur's name and I kept tripping over references to him. And it was just this thing of okay, and I looked up a video, and I won't say which one, but there's a video on them, and a lot of what the person that works with them said jibe with what experiences I've been having, because I thought I was losing my mind, but apparently he likes to whisper to people, and I thought I was having some kind of psychotic break. So, it's good to know it was a demon. There's where my life is right now. It's just a demon, guys. They know I love them. They know I trust them. But yeah, and it was just like he wanted in. And I don't think he arranged the storm, but I think I was just primed that the storm was so harsh and unexpected and he is a demon of storms, by the way, that I looked at below and somehow I knew it was the right thing to do, and I said, is there a demon of storms? Because it didn't seem like the gods wanted to move on it. Thor wasn't saying, hey, I'll do what's this, or nobody was saying anything. There's hell hit my house, and there's thunder, and there's heat lightning, and because it went up to almost 80 today. It was supposed to go up in the 70s. It just kept going up until almost 80. The world's weather is fucked at this point. And I said, would he be willing to, watch over me? And I said, there's so many of you, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I will just keep adding them as beloved demands. And I owe Auntie Lilith her seal too. At this point, they're pieces of paper attached strategically, but a lot of them are hand drawn on the door. And it's just, we're doing what we can, right? And Bilal had just looked at me before I'd asked, before I asked who the demon would be, and he goes, "Now you know why I made you get up yesterday and keep drawing those sills and keep drawing those sills, and you kept whining at me and you didn't want to do the work and did." And I'm just sitting there like kissing Asmodeus, like, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. She's a troll every day, mm-hmm. So Asmodeus and Bilal yelled at me, word for, I guess. I don't know if he's in now, if he just answered, if he was polite enough to answer because I asked Blau, who apparently is here now. I don't know what's going on. The demons are telling me exactly what's going to happen. But I felt safe, guys. I felt protected. I get nervous in storms sometimes. I used to love them, and now I don't know. My nerves are shot, so it was good to be able to do that. So I'm going to be doing demon arts and crafts the next couple of days, and whatever other seals that, Bilal thinks we need to put on the door, we'll put on the door. It's like, what else do we have to do at this point in time? So, just to let you know, and for those of you going, well, you're a Lokean, why didn't you go to Loki? I went to Loki, and he was just as about freaked out as I was, and I'm like, you're no help, shut up. So, so this is one time where Loki wasn't glorying in the weather. Some people associate like Thor with thunder and Loki with lightning. Loki's eyes are just big like saucers, and we were both like, that's not right. So yeah, and now you can hear like all the emergency vehicles and everything. So yeah, guys, I'm grateful they did that. I'm overrun with demons, but I'm blessed that way. It is a blessing. They're not gonna hurt you, and you reap what you sow in any kind of relationship, as long as you're not saying, "Hey, I want to hurt the neighbors because they have it coming." Asking for justice is one thing. Being malicious because you just don't like them is another. As long as you're not, deliberately setting out to hurt people, usually you don't get the payback. I've worked with others, and when I was working more intensely with the Baron, that was the first thing he pointed out. He said, "You start working down this path, it's like everything else." He says, "You notice how healers usually have unexpected blessings?" He says, "Well, if you're going to curse people, you're going to get unexpected problems." He said, "The universe got to balance itself out." So there's something to be aware of. That's one of the main reasons a lot of people, that would do either blessing or cursing, very rarely, if ever, curse, because you're going to pay the cosmic damages. You sent that energy out one way or another. It's going to come back to you. Maybe not the same exact energy, but you'll end up being sorry about it. So, if you guys like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye bye.